wanted to talk about something which
녹음기 좀.
I've lived in Korea over 20 years. I observe.
예.
Okay? Korea has very definite class structures. Okay? Class. You know what class is?
예.
Upper class, middle class, lower class.
수업에 대해서 하실 말씀
Yeah.
많습니다.
So, what I want to point out is differences in the classes, and lower class versus upper class. And with upper class, I also include middle class. I'm not separating middle and upper. Although upper is different. An example, I had a Sunsangnim I taught with. She could not ride on public transportation. Why? Her husband had a very high position. She had to worry about being kidnapped and ransomed. So she never could ride on public transportation. Okay? That's upper class. Definitely. Okay. Let's look at these things.
중산층하고
Lower class.
섬유층.
Education. What's the education level?
Public education.
Public school. Hakyo. But not daehakyo.
예.
Okay? That's lower class hakyo.
학교.
Upper class is daehakyo, or, degrees.
상위 학교. 상급.
How about looks? Looks. Lower class often done apsa.
돈 없어.
So teeth. Cannot spend money on teeth.
예.
Straightening the teeth.
예.
And also plastic surgery. Plastic surgery, pisayo.
예.
It's very expensive. So, but upper class, many of my Hanguk Sunsangnim
Yes.
have nose,
플러스
eyes, and other parts of body
예.
done.
플라스틱.
by surgery. Because Korea,
서저리요.
very famous for plastic surgery.
예.
People come from all over the world to Korea for plastic surgery. I know my wife was at college and her friend was from Vietnam. She worked in a plastic surgeon place in Seoul for translating
Oh, really?
because so many Vietnamese come to South Korea.
To have plastic surgery.
So that's looks and how about hygiene? Hygiene.
위생적인.
위생.
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 One thing, brush teeth.
예. 청결. 위생.
After every 직장, after eating, brush teeth. Wow. And looks, clothing. Looks is clothing too. What you wear. What you wear. Baggy pants. And now we think lower class.
Yes.
Yeah, baggy pants. Baggy pants and also chains and keys and and trial.
내리갈랑 말랑하죠.
Me too.
How about sports?
스포츠.
There's also a class distinction in sports. My sport was fencing.
예.
Fencing considered very high class.
그래.
My ama, appa, both fencers. That's kind of a high class sport.
패밀리 헤리테이지.
Yeah, what about the difference like taekwondo
예.
and also the Japanese sports,
검도, 유도.
judo.
주도.
Yeah, there are also distinctions in sports. Okay, soccer neutral.
예.
It's in the middle, neutral. Okay, so sports are different. How about clothing? Clothing. I look around this room. You are all middle or high class. Your clothing, yippayo.
예.
Okay? No spots. I have to be careful. Look at this. On my pants, I have a spot. Let's see, where is it? I have to make sure my pants have no spots, no dirt. Wash clothing all the time. That is middle or upper class.
Yeah.
Speaking,
Speaking.
English skill.
Yeah.
English skill is considered very middle or high class,
Yeah.
upper class. Without English skill, you're considered lower class. Okay? That's a distinction. Everyone in Korea speaks Hangul. So that's neutral. Like soccer is a sport. But knowing English puts you into a higher class. Okay? If you disagree, tell me.
I can say standard Korean and dialects. Dialects is
Okay.
normally people look down.
Speak.
Also, speaking. Swear words.
Yeah.
Like shit,
네
fuck.
글자.
Those are low class.
Yeah.
그래?
욕.
속았어.
욕.
요.
네.
When I was
Yeah.
brought up, never swear.
Yeah.
Never. Because that's considered very low class. I have a good friend, he's a Daejeon Dae Kyoso Nim, but he swears.
Gangster.
I was really shocked. I thought, oh, that's untrial. But that's because his family came from military background. Military background, swear all the time.
Yeah.
백그라운드.
일상이 그러겠지.
So that's speaking.
Yeah.
Okay, jobs.
Job.
How about jobs?
job.
프로페서.
No job.
Kyoso Nim,
Yeah.
or working for research.
Yeah.
Researchers.
네, research.
Those jobs, they are pay good, okay? And also you can wear clothing.
Yeah.
But many arbeit jobs are really hard,
really.
like working in bakery, okay? I have many friends who are different classes. My lower class friends work in bakery, they work in hagwon, they have awful jobs. They work in bars. You know bar?
Yeah.
Preparing things for the customers, preparing food
Yeah.
until 2시,
2시까지.
2 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
okay? Or working at a jikdong as a waitress. Those jobs, 힘들어요. They're very hard jobs, very tiring. We think of that as lower class.
Yeah.
Upper class is working in research institutes like Daeduk Valley.
Yeah.
Daeduk Valley, okay? So jobs, different. Okay, home, where you live. My friends who are lower, and I'm not saying lower is bad, it's just what it is. They have chagan, very small place.
Small place.
I have friends who will not allow me to visit their house. Why? Because they are embarrassed. They're embarrassed, okay? Another thing,
집이 작아서.
so that's home. Size and location. Different areas in Daejeon, some areas higher class,
Yeah.
lower class
Yeah.
in Daejeon. You know what they are.
Some commercial, some apartment company, your house stand for what who you are. That is very, for me, very bad commercial.
Yeah.
저기 뭐라고 쓴 거야?
Like for example, low-rise apartments.
사이즈.
Old low-rise apartments, low class.
Silence location.
아, 사이즈 N.
You know, the higher the apartment, the higher the class. Same in Sejeonshi. I have a good friend in Sejeonshi. She looks at this apartment, she says, oh, I want to live there.
Yeah.
I want to live there. Why? Because it's very tall.
Very tall.
That means very, and it's also pisayo.
Yeah.
So it's very high class. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Size and
Food.
location.
Size and location.
Food.
Food and drinks.
Food and drink.
Food and drinks.
Yeah.
Food.
Low class is whiskey.
Whiskey.
And rum
Yeah.
and things like that. We consider that low class. Also, when I was brought up, maekju.
맥주.
Ah, you drink maekju, low class.
Cheap and reasonable price.
my parents never allowed me to have make-ju. People, and when I visit friends and they open the Nanjangko and I see make-ju, wow, they are low class.
Why?
Why?
No why.
No, wine, high class.
High class.
Wine is high class.
Wine,
So food,
drinks.
biases.
Yeah.
Biases. Low class people, at least in Mekuk, very prejudiced.
편견.
If you are black, they hate you
Yeah.
just because of your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Big problem in America.
Yeah.
Why did Trump win the election?
Mm.
Because he was running against a lady, number one, a lady, that's
Yeah.
bad, and number two, she was black.
Yeah.
Slightly, just choke him. You know, unfortunate.
Yeah.
But Trump loves white people, so he got the votes.
Yeah.
Even if he's a gangster.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Money. How about money?
Money.
돈.
money. Everyone like money.
Right. Monitor. Yeah.
I was really shocked when one of my lower class friends knew nothing about a car. Nothing. How to open the hood. How to check.
다 없어요.
I always think upper and middle class people know how to keep a car running. Okay? So my friend said, why does car wear out? Well, you drive it. With time, car ages. Now, rich and middle class people, car, let's see, 4 years old, get rid of. 4 years old, get rid of it. Upper class and middle class. Lower class, they keep car 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
That's a difference. My good friend who's a Kyosunim at KAIST, he must buy a new car. Why? The other professors look down on him if he buys second-hand car.
It is sent to America also? Have such
No,
video?
it's not the same in America.
It's just on
Korea.
America different. Okay, now, difference in America is, in Korea, most upper class and middle class people live in an apartment, right? In America, apartment for poor people.
그렇죠. 미국은 그렇다.
That's right.
Only poor people live in an apartment.
I mean, with the car, people think, I think it's quite worldwide, especially for men. Even in America, if you buy big car,
그쵸.
good car, new car, then they might think it's quite upper class.
Yeah, true.
But Korea more.
Like the car in America, the car for upper class people, Cadillac, let's see, Cadillac, BMW, Mercedes, you know.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
링컨.
When I was in America, buying Korean car, low class,
Yeah.
considered low class.
Even
I know.
nowadays, Genesis,
Nowadays, no. Now my family buy a Kia.
nowadays Genesis is a big hit
Genesis, big hit.
in America.
Because Consumers Report said Genesis, best car in the world.
How is Kia?
Kia, very good.
Oh.
Not as good as Genesis, but very good.
Yeah.
So high and middle class Korean cars now, very high.
And
20 years ago, 25 years ago, we bought a Hyundai Sonata.
외국 차도 많이
Sonata.
나왔어.
Oh, my friends say, oh, you must be poor.
Sonata.
You have to buy Sonata. They thought that's a car for lower class.
Yeah, that was.
No. But my wife and I not care.
Not good.
How was Grandeur? Grandeur.
I don't know in America. I don't live in America, so I don't know. Moleo.
Like
But-
3 years ago when I went to America, I saw the Tesla and Genesis, just neighbor.
They're very high.
And I was told Genesis got very popular nowadays.
Yeah.
So they consider Hyundai Genesis very good car.
Very good, yeah. But the big difference between Korea and America is your house.
Yeah.
In America, your house is your status.
Yeah. 단독주택.
집이.
The more garages, place to put your car, the higher the status. I lived on a large piece of property. I had 5 cars in America. Cars
5
totally.
cars?
Yeah, I had 5 cars.
Belong to you?
Yeah.
Only?
Normally.
How come how five? You're
George's
so
class.
rich.
My friends thought I was rich,
Yeah, sure.
but
Why not?
I was not rich, but I know how to fix.
Yeah.
I know how
So
to
you
fix.
have old cars not selling?
They're old, 100 years old.
Oh.
And the older the car, the higher the class.
Yes, yes.
Why did you keep all them?
I love mechanics. I take them apart, I fix them, put them together, sell them.
But in that case, you should have very big garage.
I did.
Garage.
I had a barn. I had 3 floors.
See? So you're upper class.
I had a big piece of property. I had the oldest house in town, and I had a huge barn.
At that time, what was your job?
또 나도 열어가지고 있어. Long story.
We built a highway underneath the city of Boston, okay? And I was responsible for all permitting. So my job paid maybe over $100,000 a year salary.
어휴,
So I had a very good job.
yeah.
Yeah, I had very
500. What?
100.
Can you put it there?
동그라미가
Oh, yeah.
many,
저는 뭐든지
many numbers.
This is 30 years ago.
30년 전에.
마약으로 쳤는데.
돈이 많이 나온다니까.
그러니까 지질학을 박사까지 하셨잖아.
지지락 박사.
예.
그거와 관련된
$100,000
per year
per year.
10만 달러,
10만 달러면 얼마?
100만, 1000만 원. 됐죠?
10만, 100만, 1000만, 1억? 1억
1억
5천 정도.
예.
뭐
용동 1억 5천.
1억 5천.
네.
At that time 1억 5천이었어.
30년 전이에요, 지금.
접어서
Why did I have very good job?
야,
Education.
예.
Because
And
at
also-
that time you have PhD. At that time you have PhD.
I have my PhD was 1988.
88년에
Okay.
하기 따셨구나 막.
So the salary per year annual income was at that time was quite high one.
Yeah,
소리였어.
that was considered very high.
예.
Now it's not so high, but then it was considered very high.
30 years is very long year.
Georgie,
지금
one more question.
But
I was wondering if the more car you have, the more tax.
아, 5
A lot of tax.
totally different from Korea.
Yes.
The more cars you have, and the older the car, the lower the tax.
Is that right?
You have a special license plate
Yeah.
that has antique.
And
Antique car. How much? $10 per year. How much for insurance? Insurance, $50 per year.
I can guess in America there is lots of parking zone. It's possible, but in Korea it can be a big problem if you have 5 cars.
Sure.
And
Absolutely.
parking lot can be a big problem
And
for other houses.
in Korea, you cannot have a car that you do not drive.
Yeah.
I had cars that I did not drive. I just worked on them. I worked on them as a hobby.
Yeah.
So
그렇게 힘들고
I would buy a car for maybe, I would pay maybe $3,000. I would sell it for $20,000. Because I did work on it, I fixed it. The engine I'd rebuild, everything I'd rebuild and then sell. So I made a lot of money. The other thing is, in America, I was also head of all zoning for our town. So I would buy up property. I'd buy property for, some property, $400, I sold for $50,000. Because I knew what to do. So in Korea, I could not do this.
Okay.
So,
Last one, please. Yeah. Hobbies.
okay, and now hobbies.
합의.
Hobby. In America, the highest class hobby is collecting old cars.
Yeah.
That is considered very high
See,
class.
you're high class.
Yeah, that was considered.
Really high class.
Like a small figure for the poor.
Because in America there is a car culture.
Yeah.
In Korea, my old car, I had for 35 years,
Yeah.
I had to sell. Why? because your emissions testing has to meet present requirements. In America, I'm exempt from emissions with old car. Don't have to worry about emissions. No emissions test with an old car. Over 25 years, no test. You're exempt. In Korea, my old car, every 2 years, I have to work very hard to get it to pass emissions test. 힘들어요.
운전면허도
And in Korea,
안 받아도 되나 봐.
tax on car in Korea based on engine size.
차 돼 있으면.
Engine size. In America, tax on car based on age.
이거예요.
The older the car, the less tax. So Korea is on trial if you like cars. It's on
But
trial.
if you are rich enough, probably.
So that's what I think is the difference between lower class and upper class.
저는 어떻게 생각해요?
You have it in Korea. But you have to understand, 80 years ago, you were all low class. Yeah, your
I'm
families,
still low class.
your
I'm
families.
still low class. I have old car.
Oh God, you have old car.
I have old car.
Yeah, but you know,
My
having,
apartment is not big.
when I was young, I drove a
I
VW.
don't have much money.
It was.
But you're careful. And that's another thing. People who do not have money are not careful with spending. My friends, my grandmother who was puja,
부자.
when she wanted something, she would call all around and find the cheapest, where it was cheapest. When I stayed with her for summer, my job was to find the cheapest tools, the cheapest fuel, the cheapest everything. She never spent money.
Frugal.
That's why she was puja. She never spent money.
But some of my friends, they were not frugal, but they are rich.
쓰지도
I don't know if you
않고
got the rich.
See, it depends on people,
그랜드마들 저기를
person to
받네.
person.
right.
Some of them inherited a lot, and some of them spend quite money, but they are still rich.
So that's to me the difference. In this classroom, you are all middle or upper class because of your English skill.
One thing.
네, so, 감사합니다.
Thank you very much.
It's quite interesting.
You're teaching.
잉글리시 하니까
You're teaching. Thank you.
잉글리시 영어.
다 영어를 잘하니까.
다음 주에는 영어 사랑방 분들이 오셔가지고 이렇게 보고 그러시니까 데이 트레이닝을 잘 한번 보고 오시기 바랍니다.
영어를 잘하는
트레이닝
거니까 영어를
다음
공부하고
주-
있으니까.
다음 주가 그러니까 트레이닝?
아니요,
드링스?
아니 다음 주에 4월 6일.
그러니까
4월 6일 날
아니 그건 4월 21일입니다. 그건 한참 뒤.
그날 얘기하고 일단 우리는 4월 6일 날 우리 일정을 얘기해야 돼.
다음 주 4월
그러니까 4월 6일 날 드링스 20과를 해오라는 거야. 20과를
그렇죠. 베버리지를 하시는
지금 안 했으니까 하동 요거 그대로 하고 그리고
베버리지를
저 우리 피터쌤 이 사람들도 이해를 돕기 위해서 요 스피치
그래야죠. 보내드리고 해야죠.
아니 보내주는 게 아니라 이렇게 그날 인쇄해서 이렇게
아니 우선 통으로 보내드리고 준비는
not important.
출력하고 뭐 그래야겠죠.
똑같지는 않고.
우선 통화 좀 하고 이거랑 브라이언하고.
그건 보내줄 건 없고
예.
그날 이렇게 보고 우리가 영작 좀 얼른 간단히 하고 요 스피치 이렇게 공부한다 뭐 보여주게 인쇄 몇 개만 해서 그 사람들 돌려주면 될 것 같아요. 책은 우리가 있으니까 공부만 해도 이렇게 하고.
You had a villa.
자, 예, 오늘은 여기까지 하겠습니다. That's it for today.
네.